Okay, here we go. Boom. Let's do this. So basically we have a shape cylinder and the length from O till B is what, 26, and that's the same below it. Like if you place an O between D and C, we get like the same length, and BC is equal with AD and it's 48, and somehow we have to understand the distance between the cylinder X and a parallel section from a cylinder so that it forms a square. So quite complicated, I already know. To be honest, I think I'm gonna skip this one, maybe watch a bit and that's it. So I'll move from here. So it's like a semi-square, I don't know. A1, B1, it's BC and it's 48. Y, I don't really know. We can pop a triangle like that. OB1 is 26 centimeters. What? And then what? Triangle, this one has two of the same length. Triangle D A1 B1. What? What triangle is that? Let's just skip this one. Plainly, I don't need this stuff. Limits, I can skip this one too. There we go. This is what I'm talking about, probability. The integrals, no, that's more advanced. Not going there. This and the next one, doing that. So basically, there are 10 people, 6 women, 4 men, and from this people, a 4-person team is being formed. Find probability that the team also contains females. Okay, so yeah, this one's done like you take the whole and well, favorable cases and use formula. So basically, to get all the cases, we need just to do combinations of 10 below and 4, because we take from 10 people 4. That's it. Now in terms of favorable cases, you know, it's has to be females. Also we have 4 females, less than men, and I think we need to write down 4 circles representing the 4 people in the team that we're selecting. So basically, the team must have at least 1 female. It can be only females also. So we can do 3 men, 1 female, 2 men, 2 females, 1 man, 3 females, and 4 females. And so we have 4 cases, and we do like a formula on each one. So when we have man, it's gonna be, so essentially combinations. We have in the first case 3 men and 1 female, so we have 6 men, so combination of 6, we take 3, pop 3 times the females. We have 4 females, 4 below combinations, and 1 above, so work like that. Do the plus, and they're like, this one's like this. Okay, so I got the n correctly, obviously. Now just use formula. Boom. 7, 8, 9, 10. Below, we'll have 2, 3, 4. Simplify. 8 with that. 3 right there. So we're gonna have 210. Not the first time I get 210 and stuff like this. Anyway, now we solve m. Like I said. So from 6. Hold on, why 4? I get that there are 6 men and you take hold up. Why'd you do this? Why'd you write this down? Why? It's only that or what? That's it? One minus this, why? I mean, this is a method, but I want to see if my method works too. We can calculate that. I think we can. So I think he just took the all cases and then the favorable cases, that's the cases where men are picked. So we want to minus them out so that we get all cases with females, so on. That's the logic, I think. So 1 minus this, 15 divided by 210. Okay. And basically you have to multiply 210. So you're gonna have 210 minus 15. How much is that? That is 195 divided by 210, and to simplify that, and that's it. By 14, so we already simplified everything. So 13 divided by 14. Let me see if I can get the same result using my method. So 210, that's that. So let's see my method. Combinations of what? Of 6 by 3 times combinations of 4 by 1. Well, 4 by 1, that's just what, 4, I guess. But anyways, and then we have that, and then plus what, combinations of 6 by 2. So combination of 6 by 2 times combination of 4 by 2 plus Once again, combinations of 6 by 1 times combinations of 4 by 3 plus combinations of 4 by 4, that is just 1, right? Plus 1. Let's see how much I get. $195. So basically my thing was correct too. So I'm a genius. This method works, but my method is better. Anyway, off to the next bloody exercise. So, we got this. We have to find the exponents n in this expression, x plus 2 square root y all to the power of n, knowing that the coefficient binomial of the fourth term is 120 and the coefficient binomial of the term 6 is 252. Alright, bruv. Let me get my formulas. I should have them all. So, we have formulas. What to do first here? Well, you just write down like a fifth term formula and everything, and you do the same thing for the sixth term, and somehow you find n. Basically. Formula will be written. I have formula. It's absolutely no issue whatsoever. So let's just skip to the solving part. Also, by the way, subscribe to Dr. Disrespect. He's doing a PUBG stream right now. Tonight is Xbox game Summerfest, stuff like that. Last time I was doing this was State of Play. Anyways, State of Play did not care about the games there, and in terms of Xbox Game Fest, also I don't think I'm gonna care about the games there. I care about GTA 6, but that's gonna be like in July, August, trailer free and stuff, so yeah, I don't think it's gonna get delayed. So we have essentially this C and free Y. I don't know it's gonna be like that. Why free? Okay, so now I get it. This shit got me fucked up. It's only the binomial stuff. So based on the formula, like if you take a look at formula, it's 120 that thing, of course, but the formula says that the C is n and k. So the n is n, but k, is a fourth term, so the term formula is k plus 1, so you have to do minus what is the term, so 4 minus 1, 3. So this means that basically the sixth term we're gonna have to write down Cn5 is equal to 252, and solve like this. Can we actually get what n is from this? Yeah, this one's a bit tricky, but we're gonna ninja it through. 252. Bam. So basically you use a formula. Remember that stuff, n and n minus 3 right there. But shouldn't we also have like the 3? Like based on the formula. We should also have 3 exclamation mark below, right? Yes, we do. And now what you're gonna do now? What you need to do. So basically we're gonna solve this. We're gonna have 2 n's or what? Yeah. So basically let's solve this. An exclamation mark on top. So we have to write down n minus 3 exclamation mark on top times n minus 2 times n minus 1 and n. And we're gonna simplify, and that's it. Yes, boom. Alright. 120. Now below we're gonna have essentially 2 times 3, which is 6. And we can essentially simplify that, so we're gonna have all of that on top of a fraction equal with 20, right? Okay, so now we just multiply term by term. I think we need to multiply n minus 2 and n minus 1 first, the thing of a parenthesis, and then we multiply with n, so it's in order. Okay, now basically we moved on towards the second one. I did not see the initial one till the end. N exclamation mark, n minus 5 there. So we do basically the same thing as we did with n minus 3 exclamation mark. And 5 exclamation mark, how much is that? That's I don't know exactly how much, but I think we can still simplify, as these exercises are usually made in a way that is easy to simplify. 720, what? Why 720? I thought it was gonna be 20. Obviously it has been multiplied. I thought it's gonna be simplified. Like when you crisscross it, like what? Doesn't work. Okay, so when you crisscross it, you multiply, so you don't simplify. Okay, so my bad there. So we're gonna have this, and we just leave that at this. And then we're gonna have a system perhaps, and we're gonna have n. And once we have n, we use formula. Or no, I think we just need to find the n and that's it. Anyways, let's just simplify right now. So simplify this, simplify that. Now what? Come on. Okay, so basically this. I mean, this representation is available here, but why exactly do I need to have it right here? Does it actually help me with something? Let's get on with it. N minus right there, n minus 1, n right there, divided by 6. Basically what we have. We simplified that, we got this. Divided by 5 exclamation mark. Bro, look at that exclamation mark. It's not that great. I'm telling you straight. 5 exclamation mark equal 120 divided by 252. Right there, mate. And minus 1 n's divided by 6 times that flipped basically. And all equal with that. Bruv, I learned this in physics, how to flip these fractions. So I see it's crossed like this, so we simplify this. So we're gonna have just the rest of the stuff. This and this and this. Okay. I mean, yeah, multiple approaches are available. You just take like the best approach. 5 exclamation mark. I told you I know exactly how much is that. 6 times 4, 24. So 24 times 5, 120. So basically we're gonna have 120 on top, which we can simplify with that 6, right? I'm not crazy. So we're gonna have 20 below. So we're gonna have 1 divided by 20 and all of that, right? And then we can crisscross it and stuff. 120. That. So first of all, we're gonna calculate how much is that. We might get some quadratic. So n to the power of 2, right? Minus 3n. Next up, we're gonna have minus 4n and plus 12. Minus 4 times minus 3, that's 12. So equal 42. Why 42? Because but where'd you get a fucking 42? There. How'd you get a 42, bruv? Has to be a relation. I'm gonna find out where the 42 came from, bruv. I know what it is. I know what it is. This is how it's done. This is where the 42 came from. Basically 120 on top, 120 on top, you just ignore it, so you work with a part below, and so you're gonna have this equal with 252 divided by 6, which is 42. So that's from where it is. Okay, now we have 3 minus 3n minus 4n, which is minus 7n plus 12 equal 42. And if we move the 42 to the left, we're gonna have minus 42, so it's gonna be minus 30 equal 0, so quadratic and so on, right? Right. So we're gonna have 49 minus 4 times minus 30, which is 120, 169, which is 13 of the second power. So we have two solutions, looks like 2 of n. Okay, so that's that. So minus b, right? 7 plus 13 divided by 2. I mean, it's minus now, but whatever. We're gonna do the plus also. 7 minus 13, how much is that? That is minus 6, right? So we're gonna have minus 3 for the first one, and 10 for the second one. Now, he did not even bother to write down minus 3. Why? Because the term number cannot be negative, so n is 10 and that's it, right? I think we're done, bruv. But of course, this video is done. But we have 10,000 videos to watch and exercises to do. So let's get on with it to the next video. But for today, like half an hour more of videos. That's it. Because I have a stream. It's for today. So let's see this one. IMZ ReZ, bruv. They got all kinds of exercises. I've been watching 10,000 videos and still I'm like half prepared. Bruv. 64. So we're gonna do exercise 1 first, right? So 64 is 4 power 3, bruv. So the power goes to the right, so it's gonna be 4 to the power of 3 divided by 3, which is 1. So 4 power of 1 is 4. Okay, so that's easy for me. Now log2 base 2 1 divided by 16. 1 divided by 16, you just write it down as 1 divided by 4 power of 2. So that's 4 power minus 2. So that's 2 at a power of minus 4. So log base 2 and 2 is 1. So we're just gonna have minus 4. So we're gonna have 4 minus 4, which is 0. So square root of 0, bro. What's square root of 0? I fucked up or what? What's square root of fucking 0? In a way. So let's see how it is. Base 2. That's amazing. Minus 4 up front, so it's minus 4, bro. It's square root of 0, which is what? 0? Okay, so actually square root of 0, so 0. I thought square root of 0 is like something not that's nice, but it's actually nice. So now, after the second exercise like this. So I have a z number, imaginary one. And we have to find the doubly number, which is the imaginary part of z divided by the real part of z. Okay, so first of all we have to work the z number till the end until we get like the form the real part plus the imaginary one or minus whatever, and we're just gonna place it as this form. I guess simplify what we can. So there are multiple ways here, of course. Z can be written known as a plus bi and then do crisscross, or you can just multiply by the conjugate, which I think is gonna happen here. So we're gonna multiply everything by 2 minus I, and I to the second power is minus 1, and yeah, like, done. So, let's get this done. Z is this. Alright. Let's just get this done. 2 minus 1, okay, that's correct. I'm evaluating. 2 minus I multiplied by that. Right. That's that below. Now below we have a formula. It's going to be 4 minus I to the second power, which is minus minus 1, so it's going to be 5 below. And on top we have to multiply term by term. It's going to be 30 minus 15i plus 40i minus 20i to the second power, so this is going to be plus 20 once we plug in the I to the second power values. Okay, so we have this 30 minus plus 25i, which is correct, so minus 15i plus 40i, you get that. And then plus 20 right there, divided by 5. So we have 50 plus 25i divided by 5, so now you divide by 5 each term on top, so we're going to have 10 plus 5i, that's it. 10 plus 5i. And that's it. 10 plus 5i. Now, the real part is 10. The imaginary part is 5. So we gotta do 10 divided by 5, which is 2. That's W. Oh, actually it's flipped, so it's 1 divided by 2, which is 0.5. Okay, so now it's gonna do trigonometry, which obviously I'm gonna skip. Skipping in progress. Now there's an equation, I don't like them, but I guess I can try a bit. Accurate solution is definitely not guaranteed. I mean, from video obviously it's good, but for me, bruv, no way. So as far as I know, we need to get like the same base and stuff, GVA, and all the stuff. So log right there, base 1 divided by 2, module of 2 minus x. I mean, for 2 minus x, we just have to write down as bigger or equal to 0, and we're gonna have minus x bigger or equal to minus 2, so x is gonna be smaller or equal to 2, so we have those values. So from minus infinity till 2, inclusive of dVA. So now we just solve it. 2 minus x right there. Minus 2 we can write down as log of base 1 divided by 2, and then 1 divided by 2 of the power of minus 2. So, or maybe not. What we can do here, well, minus 2. Yeah, bro, I'm just gonna watch it. Yes, DVA. Does not have to be 2, huh? So that we don't get 0, huh? Well, I did know that we have to place this DVA. Whatever. This and this and this -2. Okay, skip it. I mean, yes, you have base 2 and -1. But whatever, man. What's that gonna help you with? Anyways, let's say I'm gonna skip it, man. I'm just gonna skip it. Come on. Trigonometry. So this stream is 1 hour long. So I don't think we're gonna actually get to like the main part, which is the last 2 exercises. Bit of geometry and that's it, I think. So you have triangle ABC, and the medians AM and BN are perpendicular and have lengths of 9 and 12 respectively. Find AB. So I think we're gonna have to need some representations and stuff like that. I don't even see the drawing properly. So there we go. I know I say good. So triangle ABC. You can see the drawing. AM is 9, BN is 12. They are perpendicular, so they form 90-degree angles. So, what we can do now, find AB. Well, I think we have to find first what is A. Like when the A, M, and BN are perpendicular, that spot's intersection, we have to place O, and we're gonna find BO and AO, and thus find AB from Pythagorean. So, yeah. 9, 12, and so on. Yeah, this one's a bit hard. I mean, obviously it's not hard for Math Geek, but for me, I don't know how to do it. Is it like something like AM divided by BN is equal with something else like AN and BM? Yes, oh, so I got that correct. The intersection point, I noted it as O. Absolutely amazing. And now what? So, AO is what? Okay, so I guess that one was with signs, so that skipped. Oh my god, okay. So that skipped. The area of an actual axial section of a circular conus is 60 centimeters squared. Find the lateral area of conus knowing that the diameter of a base is 10. I want to see the proper VA drawing. That's formula PRG. So the G is just the length of from the side, so VA basically, which you do not have. So basically the R we can get it easily by just the diameter divided by 2. We have diameter is 10, so we have the R. So that's pretty easy. Area of triangles like this formula and so on, ABVO, what? Five right there, 5 VO. $16. Bro, I'm just gonna skip this, man. Another geometry one. So we have a shape, parallelogram or whatever it's called. So basically it has the diagonals BD and AC, and then it has a point of intersection O, and it forms the angle AOB exactly 60 degrees. Find the length of a height of a thing which is AB, knowing that AC is 16, so BD is 10. So we have diagonals. We have the diagonals, and we have to understand what is AB. And basically he wrote down that half of the diagonals essentially is BO and AO, so we have that. But we cannot apply Pythagorean to understand AB, as we do not have a 90-degree angle right there. So we have to do something else. 60-degree right there, so whatever other ones. I don't know. They could be like 60 also, all the same, or something else. I don't know, calculate it. 8, 5 there. Okay. Bro. Sine! Bro, too advanced. Trigonometry is not for me. I did not sign up for this. And lastly, math analysis, which is also super hard. So I'm gonna skip it. I don't do anything that is below medium level. I mean above medium level. So I'm gonna have to find another video, which I'm gonna do now. Fast.